Hey, welcome to another Monday moment. And here we are, Christmas week, just a couple days before Christmas. And we have our Christmas Eve services this year, as I'm sure many of you will attend. And so I thought that I would look at Matthew's account of the wise men. Says, now after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him. When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. And they said to him, in Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, but you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not the least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you shall come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. Then Herod, when he had secretly called the wise men, determined from them what time the star appeared, he sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search carefully for the young child. When you found him, bring back word to me that I may come and worship him also. When they heard the king, they departed. Behold, the star which they had seen in the east went before them till it came, and it stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. And when they had come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented gifts to him, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Then, being divinely warned in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed for their own country another way. I love this. These wise men, they didn't know anything about biblical prophecy. They saw a star. They knew that it was unusual and had come to discover how supernatural that star was. They called it his star. And sure enough, after they leave Herod, they see it again. And then notice that it rests over the house. They saw the young child with Mary, his mother. So this wasn't any small journey. This was probably like a year journey. Jesus was probably a toddler by the time they are able to fall down, worship him, present their gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. It says they saw the young child with Mary's mother. So they're not in the stable anymore. They're not, Jesus isn't in a manger anymore. No, he's a young child now. So it had been at least a year that they had been following this star. No small journey. And yet everything about it so compelled them. They knew who the star was connected to, and they followed it until they found the child. I wonder how many supernatural things we ignore that lead us right to Jesus. I wonder if we would have the perseverance and the patience of those wise men from the east. And I love that they presented gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Gold would be a gift that you would give to a king. Frankincense would be a gift that you would give to a priest, and myrrh would be a gift that you would give to a prophet for the use of anointing. And so they presented gifts that would be given to prophet, priest, and king to Jesus as a young child. And they immediately fell down and worshiped him. I wonder how many supernatural occurrences happen. I wonder when we are in the presence of the Lord, whether we would fall down and worship him. Isn't it amazing that Jesus, even in his infancy, was worshiped? So why can't we worship him now, knowing all that we know about Jesus? The one who suffered, died, was buried, and rose again on the third day. Can we not worship him all the more now? Could we not fall before him, presenting gifts to him, which could be our praise, our worship, our prayers, How grateful we are for Jesus, the incarnation, God becoming man. Incarnate means in the flesh. How grateful that God became flesh and dwelt among us. I pray that you have an amazing Christmas, that you would be blessed, that this is the best Christmas ever. Jesus Christ is born. Let's celebrate his birth and every new birth and every heart and soul that invites him in. God bless you. See you soon.